Today we're taking a look at another app in augmented reality, one that you can add stuff to. Hey everybody, Jeffrey Powers here. Welcome to iPad365, the show where we look at apps to keep your iPad play. It is Monday, and we've got a pretty cool app for you here. First of all, I want to let you know that iPad365, the Twitter handle, simply put, iPad365. Simple as that. Wanted the email address? Well, the email is a little bit more difficult. It's show@ipad-365.com. Unless you want to pay the $17,000 it takes to actually get the domain iPad365.com. I'm not going to do it. I got a question for you before we start the show. I've been seriously thinking about adding iOS devices such as the iPhone, and because there are some applications out there that do not have iPad versions yet. They have iPhone versions, and they're just as useful. So my question to you is this: do we want to keep it as iPad365 or move more towards an iOS 365? Let me know by twittering me. Let me know by emailing me. Of course, you can also Twitter me over at Geekazine, and you can find me up on Google Plus and Facebook and answer that question as well. All right, today we're going to be taking a look at an app, an augmented reality app. We did one before, and it was really cool, but this one does a little bit more on it. I saw this at NAB, and it really brought my attention to augmented reality using a device such as an iPhone, such as an iPad. Now, right now, you might not use it that much, but when you have something like a Google Glass that's sitting on the side, a little Bluetooth device that's doing recognition, even if it's not showing pictures up on the top right-hand corner or anything like that, if it sends something to your phone, if it sees something and it's like sends a reminder, hey, don't forget to get toilet paper, or something like that. Trigger response, create an action. Another example is you see somebody, John, you met him before, you have their business card, and it's like, hey, I need to contact that one guy that I saw at NAB. What was his name? I can look it on my phone. If it automatically recognizes it, brings that stuff over, and all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, I got to contact John. So I'm getting a little bit ahead of the app. Let me show it to you really quick. This is what it is. They've got several different companies that are using the app. They showed us Spider-Man, where you could actually turn, you pointed the phone at a Spider-Man poster, and all of a sudden you were playing the Spider-Man game, which is pretty cool. What I did was I called up on my Android device here. I called up a dollar bill because this is actually one of the pictures that you can get. Let me access that really quick. So I got my dollar bill here. Let me just do that. I got my dollar bill here. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it over to where my camera is. I'm going to close this box here. Okay, I'm going to flip this to a portrait. So basically, here's my dollar bill. I'm going to bring that up here. And then it's going to see it right here, and then it's going to find it, and then all of a sudden it's going to create a video with audio. As you can see, it created a little video from seeing an item such as this device, and as I move it away from the camera, of course, it then stops. Now, what's really cool about this is I can create my own hotspot. So, like, let's say when you see my business card, all of a sudden you get a picture. So basically, let's do this really quick. We're gonna hit Add. We're gonna choose an overlay, and let's say we're gonna use this circus seal, because it's right here. There's the circus seal. It's just wobbling around. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to hit select, and then I'm going to create the trigger image. The trigger image being my business card. So I'm going to bring in my business card here, and I'm going to do this. We'll do the coin here, so we'll keep it as simple as possible. So we have the coin here. I'm going to take the picture once it focuses in. And so now every time I place in the overlay, we'll see a seal like that. And we're going to keep it private. We can actually make it public as well. And we're going to hit finish here. Now, what's going to happen is I bring this card over here. The aura will start, and there's a seal on my business card. I can move my business card around, and that seal is going to move around as well. I go like this. As long as it can recognize it, it'll bring that seal back in. And I can do a lot of different things. I took some pictures of people. I actually took a picture of somebody's business card and then did an aura of them. Every time I saw them, I could then point it at them and get their business card from there. I can then take this picture, like right now, I could actually share this on Twitter. I could save it to my photo library or share it on Facebook. Yes, I need to access the photos to do that. So basically what I just did was I put together an aura with my business card. So like I said, every time now you can actually have it, you can see a seal. If you want to see a seal on my business card, there it is. I put an official seal on my business card. They have a lot of different companies, you know, you can check it out. The Rolling Stones are one group that use it. There's a lot of different apps. We can go through the whole list here. HP had it, so you can actually pull up an HP switch and see how that connects up. Total Daycare, Jurassic Park, the new sci-fi TV show Defiance, so on and so forth. So you have a lot of different things that you can put in front of the camera and create an Aurasma for it. Because once again, the name of the app is called Aurasma, creating auras through augmented reality. You can check it out in the App Store. Once again, we'll have a link in the show notes. Works for iPhone, works for iPad, and it works for Android devices. All right, and that's this episode of iPad365. What'd you think of Aurasma? I thought it's a really fun little app, and if you can get a lot of different, you know, like I said, business cards to faces, all you have to do is if somebody comes up, it's like, hey, let me take your picture really quick. Oh, no, I'm not taking your picture. I'm figuring out your name with a business card because I'm using Aurasma. It does work. I had a friend where I put in a picture and I put in his hot picture or his video, and when every time I walked up to him, I just pointed the camera at him and I got his business card pulled up. It was pretty cool. So anyway, we will be back on Thursday when it will be another episode of iPad365. We've got a way to make you keep your websites organized. It is pretty interesting. So come back on Thursday, check it all out. And until then, you guys geek out.